I'm not the one you should give away your heart to.
This is Lemonye Alexander. Enjoy my new song, Insecurity.
It's my
It's your boy P.O.P. baby, OG Pop. Yeah, you back tuned in with What's Poppin' Podcast. It's been an amazing show today. We've talked about a lot of dope shit with a lot of dope people. You know what I'm saying? Right now it's my artist spotlight. I got L.A. in the building, Lemonye Alexander. Let's make some noise, y'all, for Lemonye Alexander. What's up, big dog?
What's up, everybody? Nice to meet everybody.
So everybody in the YouTube streets, man, I'm trying to switch it up, LA, where all that interview shit is over with. You know, we got shit to talk about.
Yeah.
People I'm bringing up here certified, and we're going to talk about some of the current shit that's going on, you know.
Right.
Definitely, we're going to put them in tune with what you're doing, but we podcasting. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
A lot happened in Chicago last night that's dealing with the youth and our younger generation. The reason I want to talk to you about or discuss this with you, my brother, is because you deal with the youth. You know, you go to programs, you teach kids about instruments.
Yes.
You know, you're a Chicago GOAT. You are really a musician. You know, you just don't make beats. You just don't, play a guitar, but you do it all.
Yeah.
We had a lot of violence go down in Chicago last night. We had 14 people shot, 4 people murdered, 9 people injured. Some of them are still in critical condition downtown. And before I say this, I don't want anybody to take it like I'm throwing salt at Mello Bucks.
Right.
It was at a Mello Bucks private event, album release party.
Okay.
I'm not saying that's the reason it happened. You know what I'm saying? It was a private event. Right after, from what we know from social media, is that they shot up the place at the end of it. Somebody actually was wanted, and somebody wanted to hit somebody that was in that club. They hit it right when the club closed. 14 people were shot, 9 females were hit, 2 females died, 2 young men were murdered. Real quick, let's have a moment of silence real quick, y'all, for Chicago and the people we just lost in Chicago last night. So, unfortunately, like I said, 14 people were shot. From what I understand, I do not know if Mello Bucks was injured, but I do know, well, I want to assume because it's out there on social media that Mello Bucks' boyfriend was killed and 2 of her homegirls or even relatives were also murdered. So my prayers goes out, my condolences goes out to Mello Bucks, her team, and all the people we lost last night and were injured. To me, it's a sad, sad statement, again, that we are making in this city as Chicagoans.
Yeah.
We can't do nothing nowhere. And it's sickening to see so many females shot at a club. That to me, that's just not gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What do you think our youth is doing wrong, bro? What are we doing as OGs wrong, LA, for the younger generation to act this way?
I think part of it is what we see on TV, what we live, and what they actually see and they try to recreate. It's a lot of violence, more violence than it ever has been in the last 2 to 3 years. Everything you see is violence. I was just on, so I'm not on social media a lot, but when I do get on there, I've never seen so much in my life. I was going through my phone and there was so many videos of people fighting everywhere, in the stores, on the streets, cars that stop in the middle of the street, they get out and they're fighting and people are dying. So it's just, to me, a high record of violence that's just gotten so out of control. And I'm not saying that I'm Trump supporter or not a Trump supporter, but part of it has a lot to do with the violence that he pretty much promotes. And our society,
Trump.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't get political on this show.
I don't either, but I'm just saying that you notice since he got into office, there's been so much violence.
I'm not gonna give my political opinion on politics.
You know, I'm just saying, just my opinion. But
no, they'll hate me and they'll hate me again, whichever way I go. They're gonna hate me, so I'm gonna leave that alone.
And I'm not saying I'm not.
What can we do as OGs, my brother, to
we
help this generation that is in just lost in purgatory right now? They're not here nor there, you know.
We just need to stop. Everything needs to stop, and we need to rethink everything and do things in a positive way now. Because the old way, back in the old days, it was not like this. But it's gotten so out of control now that we don't even pretty much respect the OGs no more. Nobody respects nobody no more. So
That's
it's just
fucked up.
it's just gotten completely out of control now.
Look, I'm gonna give my take on this Mello Buck stuff. It's really not the event. I got no gripe with nobody throwing an event and turning up at no club, nowhere, or promoter making some money. None of that. You know, power to the people, power to the artist, power to the promoter that's trying to put $1 in his pocket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What I do want to say is, ain't no future in your blicking, baby. You hear me? There's no future in your blicking. Call me a lame. Call me whatever you want to call me, you hear me? But that's the most poppin' you gonna hear Pop fucking around with right now.
Yeah.
Pop did 20 years in the penitentiary. I really sharpened knives. I really had hunger strikes. I really fought the police. I really went to SAG for multiple years at a time. I really fought for my human rights. So for me, not to learn from that journey and share my journey with you, that you gonna be fucked up in the game when they crucify you and give you 100 years to do in the Illinois Department of Corrections for some coward blick shit. You hear me? We killing ourselves, y'all. My message to you is, man, bro, power to the people, man. You fighting the wrong people. You know, educate yourself. Empower the next brother. I'm telling you, you wind up locked up for shooting somebody, they're gonna crucify you. You hear me? You're gonna wind up, maybe for a year you be cool, 2 years, but you're gonna run out that commissary money, you're gonna run out them visits, and you might run out your sanity. You hear me? And go crazy like a fucking bug up in there. I love you young brothers, man, but that example that Chicago made last night, that ain't it, man. You got all them people dead, all them people laid up in the hospital. Shame on yourselves. And when they catch you, and if you have some rappies, I know y'all gonna tell. You hear me? So please, man, to the ones that's out here, the ones that's active, the ones that do got a blick, use it when you gotta use it, baby. Protect your family, protect your community, protect your sisters, protect them shorties. But you ain't gotta go around blicking nothing up just because you don't like somebody's music or their movement. That ain't it.
No, it's not.
Look, Lemonye got projects dropping. What you got coming out right now?
I got a
Lemonye?
new album. It's called Alone. That's dropping at the end of the month. My single is out right now. It's called Insecurity, and we got 2 more.
Insecurity.
Singles. Yeah.
Okay.
That song is doing really well. We were #1 for 2 weeks on the Independent.
Where can we find it?
Anywhere.
Everywhere.
Anywhere.
I seen the artwork. I think it was dope. I like the whole rollout with the he has a different kind of music video, guys, that he's rolled out with. And it's all kind of, what do I call it?
3D.
AI.
Yeah, AI. 3D
and
animation.
it's amazing. You got some work, damn, can I say this? You got some work I heard coming out with somebody, and I think you know what I'm talking about. Instead of me just spilling the beans, the track is laid already, right?
Yeah, it's laid.
You want to talk about that track?
If we're talking about the one...
Same track.
The what?
The same track. We're talking about the same track.
Okay, Twister.
Right,
Yeah.
there you go.
Uh,
You and T got a track.
Yeah, we got a track.
How that happen?
Well, I mean, I've worked with him previous on other projects, and, you know, somehow by the powers that be, we ended up doing another song, and this is his first doing something with rock and pop.
Right.
And it's my first too, because I've never really did a rock song with a notable rapper. So it's
I
new
was
to me, too.
privileged to check out a lot of your new project.
Oh, thank you.
And it's an alternative sound that I think that a lot of people are gonna rock with.
It's different.
You know,
I come from the background of hip hop, so it's totally different for me.
but you're a musician.
Yeah.
You know, which is dope. I can't leave the people. I got a big Latino following. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I follow.
I think I could shake you up a little bit and squeeze a lot. Pause. And squeeze a Latino story out you with a Latino goat, if I'm not mistaken. I think you got a big pun story for us, don't you?
How you know about that?
Listen, man. Listen. Pop knows some people that know some people that know some people.
Yeah.
I'm real close with Cuban Link, man.
Oh, straight out?
Yes,
Oh,
Cuban Link.
okay.
Shout out Cuban Link like my brother.
Shout out.
We're going to have him here very soon.
Yeah, Fat Joe. I did something with Fat Joe too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I did something with
Fat Joe's up against the ropes right now. They're accusing him of...
So listen, everybody that I work
some
with got some kind of problem.
allegations, and
So
he's getting
it's
sued for $20 million. Right
everybody,
now.
man.
Let's
I'm
stick
like,
to the
whoa.
big pun story.
The big pun story was back when I just did a deal as a producer.
Okay.
And they told me to go to the studio. They introduced me and Pun. This was before Pun really got put on.
Uh-huh.
He was doing like remixes and features on everybody's albums.
Okay.
So this is his first album. They asked me to participate and
Check that out.
yeah.
And
And so
you got to
in Unique Studios in New York.
In Big Pun's first album.
Yeah.
Check that out.
And it's amazing to see him work. You know, we were talking about his size, like, you know, he's a big guy. And it's the weirdest thing that I heard. I never seen a real big guy that raps the way
That
he
fast.
raps. And he's extremely brilliant. You know, and I thought when we were doing the song, the engineer was like, you know, they wanted to stop because he was breathing heavy.
Yeah.
And you could hear the and I thought it was brilliant because it's his style, and we were kind of like going over the fact that should we take it out, should we keep it in? And my vote was to keep it in, and they wanted to take it out. Pun didn't care. So, and then after we left the studio, we went to this club where literally Diddy was there, Mariah Carey was there, and there was some other people, and me and him, we had our own table. And we were just kicking it and talking about how we're gonna do the album and everything. And about, I think, little past maybe 2-3 weeks later, he died. And we were really talking about how to get him to lose weight. Me and him was talking about the weight thing, you know, trying to figure out a diet and all of that stuff. It was literally talking about that. And I know him personally enough that he could share that information with me. It was like, yo, I gotta lose weight and the whole nine, you know. And he died.
Rest in peace, man, to the GOAT, Big Pun, man. That's an amazing Big Pun story.
Yeah.
I've had an amazing, great show today. LA got merch. Sweetheart, come up here real quick with the fan. With the fan you got over there. Fan my head real quick. You hear me? Fan my head. Look at what we got right. We got an LA Lemonye Alexander fan.
You got one too?
Give me another little fan. Look at, I got the bald head. I need the fans right now. You know what I'm saying? Let me see the box you got right there. Look at Lemonye Alexander has all type of dope merch for his fans. Go get his new project right now. Where can they get it?
It's everywhere on Spotify, especially WeLemonyeAlexander.com. You can order all of this good stuff.
Man, look, you get it all, baby. You get cups.
Coffee cups.
Where's that hat? You got a hat up here that lights up.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Mama, can I get that hat right there?
yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah. But he hits his fans, guys. You get the album, you get a lot of merch, baby. So Get up with my boy. Yeah, turn that on for us. Lemonye Alexander. Rock with him. Does a lot with the kids. Doing a lot for the city. One of our Chicago legends in this thing. You get your flowers today right here on Pop with Pop and the lovely baddie on What's Poppin' Podcast, baby. Let me see if I get this on. I gotta do it for the people one time.
Yeah, it's on the side somewhere.
I did it sometime, but yeah, hold on.
The album drops at the end of the month.
At the end of the month?
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a lot of promotional shows everywhere.
I'm gonna wear the hat with my boy, right?
Oh, there you go.
Dig. Chicago colors.
Nice.
You know, matches the box. If you guys go check out the new project, you're gonna see the new art, which I'm telling you is dope. Where can we get the merch at?
WeLemoyneAlexander.com.
Say that one more time.
WE is WeLemoyneAlexander.com.
Man, amazing merch, man. Support my brother. Support everything he's doing. Support everybody that was on What's Poppin' Podcast today. The ladies, stand up. Give the ladies an applause, guys. We got some beautiful baddies. Carolyn Lee was through this thing today. Jab G came through here with some bucko talk. We had Love City in the building. We had my boy Lil Dre and AD up in this thing, and we got it popping. You hear me? Make sure you come through here. Right there, you hit that little subscribe and super thanks button on my YouTube, and you rock with me. And that way you know when I'm dropping a video, and you know you get the little notification and all that. It's your boy OG Pop, baby, and it's poppin'.
I'm not the one you should give away your heart to.
This is Lemonye Alexander. Enjoy my new song, Insecurity.
It's my
Explosive fog engulfs room, swallowing intruder instantly. Disorienting roar. Intruder lost in impenetrable fog. Zero visibility. Lost, flailing intruder stumbles, bumping walls. Zero chance. Fog dissipates. Room empty, statue untouched. UPA system triggered. Immediate. Impenetrable. Indispensable. Room with valuables still smoky. Bewildered intruder covered in fog.
Can somebody call UPA security? We need reliable security. Security that doesn't monkey around.